I know you gonna dig this.
Get funky with me.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing today? Here I am in Torrance, California.
Torrance, California.
Which is south of Los Angeles. Look behind me. Look. You see that? That is Torrance High School, which stood in for West Beverly High in one of my favorite shows of all time. My favorite show of all time? One of my favorite shows of all time. Beverly Hills 90210. It was also used as a school for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but I'm more about 90210. Right here. Brandon used to park Mondale, his car right here. Steve, his Corvette. What do the license plates say? I ate a Ferrari. Right there.
They gave you a license?
Hi, Steve.
Where you been all summer? I tried calling you like 300 times. You got a nose job.
Yeah, I did.
Now listen, when I'm in California, I have a desire to see this school every time. I always want to come here, and I always do. And I always make a video, but I've only uploaded one. I have a bunch of them. Like I have at least, I have a backlog of over 200 unedited YouTube videos to put up still. That I keep going and filming more. 200. I say 8 of them are about this school. Maybe about 3. So I was here with my friend Pete from the Tolier's room, my friend Christina. I've been here a million times, but I don't walk around the courtyard. So we're gonna go there now, but instead of filming a whole new video, I'm gonna put up that one that I filmed a few months ago, not too long ago. But I was really excited. You'll see. I'm really excited again. Am I excited to be here?
Yeah.
Show more Steve
I've had no interest in anything we've done all day today until we got here. Steve, oh yeah. My car parked right where Steve's car is. Was. And Brandon parked Mondale right beside it. A little clip of that. I was here back in, I was running around the back where I'm gonna go in a moment, doing some stuff. I come here a lot. Look at the palm trees behind me, that's pretty cool. Why do I always sound like Miley Cyrus? I said pretty cool. I'm not certain yet if I'm gonna do a whole locations video for a lot of locations from this one television show. Television show. Yes, I get distracted by squirrels. So I've come out here 2 or 3 times. I made one video, I think, from here. First of my series of 90210 videos. And I'm just back. This is just gonna be a video of me walking around. I'm gonna see if I can get into the main area, the quad, where they film the majority of scenes. The interior scenes for West Beverly. My friend asked me the other day, this is May 2023, by the way. I just landed. I literally just got off the plane. And it was a hellish flight. It took a long time to get here, a long time to get through customs and everything, and it was just, Toronto airport was a mess. But I made it. My first stop, Torrance High School. What was I gonna say about that?
Come here.
Yeah, I like to come here because my friend asked me, my friend asked me the other day, one of my best friends in Toronto, he said, Scott, if you could bring back any TV show, what would it be? I immediately said, The Office. Immediately. And then he said, oh yeah, he doesn't like The Office, which is weird. I don't know how I'm friends with somebody who doesn't like The Office. Well, then I started thinking, like, all my favorite shows are pretty much, aside from Seinfeld, he said you don't include Seinfeld, because that's like my all-time favorite show. But 90210 was right up there, and they did have a reboot of 90210 not too long ago, but the actors played themselves, and then they had the show inside the show. It was very meta, and it was not received well. I liked it. It was still nice. It's like pizza. It's still pizza. It was 90210, but it wasn't. And, of course, it's missing Dylan, Luke Perry. But I said, you know what? Scratch The Office. I wish they could bring back 90210 somehow. I'd be fine if they rebooted and rebrought everything back from my youth. They did bring back 90210, of course, with the girl from Canada.
The girl from Canada.
Her. And Tristan, him. So they did, so there's been 2 reboots, but I'd be fine with another one, with them all, I want to see them all at this age. Brandon, Brenda, I want to see them all again in their 40s and 50s. If you were a teenager in the 90s, 90210 was kind of it. Maybe it was kind of lame, but I don't think it was. We're going to take a walk around back. I'm really excited. Even though I have I don't have jet lag, I just have severe lag. I was tired. But I'm going to take you around back, and I'm going to show you the famous courtyard that was used in so many scenes, and where Brandon first met Dylan.
Hey, My name's Brandon Walsh.
Brandon Walsh. Scotch or Irish?
Right here. And if you want to come and look at this school, a lot of people ask me, how do you get into school? I get asked this question a lot because they've seen my previous videos from here. 1 or 2 I've done, but I've actually done like 8. You got to come right after school. The gates are open. You're free to walk in. If you come on the weekend, you got to go all the way down there. There should be a gate open. Okay? So I've answered. Please. I've answered. See, the gate's open because school just got let out. And I asked the security guard. Always ask too. Never hurts to ask. But right up here, we're gonna make a right here, and here is the famous courtyard. We'll build up to it a little bit. I don't know if you noticed I'm wearing Toronto Maple Leafs t-shirt. Of course, I'm a very big Toronto Maple Leafs fan. Of course, you may not know that, but I am. And I got stopped in LAX, but 18, because I also had like one of those things you wear around your neck, a shoulder pillow. Toronto Maple Leafs one, Toronto Maple Leafs backpack, Toronto Maple Leafs t-shirt on. Yeah, I'm an idiot. And I'm in a cult, basically, is what I am. See, that's what I realized the other day, because Stanley Cup Finals are still going on. There's 4 teams left, but nobody's really talking about it. People are talking about what everything, all over. They're talking about what's going on with the Leafs, because they just fired their general manager, and what's happening, there's turmoil. I started thinking, it's like a soap opera. It's more like a soap opera being a fan of the Leafs. I don't care who wins the Stanley Cup at this point. I just care about the Leafs because I'm so crazy. And that's why people hate Maple Leaf fans. But what I realized was, I used to always say, when they traded a certain player back in the 90s named Wendell Clark, I said, you know what? And he was my favorite for Matt Sundin, who I was like, no. And I love Matt Sundin, obviously, after that. I said to myself, there's nothing I can do. I cannot control what the Leafs do, so I just have to roll with it. Now my mantra is, I always say, whatever they do will be right. Whatever decision they do will be right. I literally say that to myself, and I follow every last detail of what's going on with them every day, wherever I am. I'm in a cult. You have to come help me. I've realized it. I'm in a cult because I actually said that to myself. I was like, whatever they do, I will agree with, because I will like what they do. What if they trade the whole team, all the guys I like? There's neither here nor there with this, but I'm wearing a Leafs shirt, and I'm just like thinking to myself, I got all this Leafs. Here's a courtyard. I'm in a cult. I'm in a Toronto Maple Leaf cult. Look at that. Look. This is very rough that I'm doing this. If you watch any of my previous videos ever on my channel, I like to do a little more, be prepared, have something to say. So this is a great way to end my REM Odyssey, I think. Is it that location? Oh, fuck me. You blew it! This is more just me walking to one of my favorite places in LA. This is the famous courtyard from 90210. I have so many pictures from here. It's just crazy to be back. And a teacher once came out of this door with some students, and they came up to me and said, would you like us to take a picture by the fountain? Would you like us to take a picture of you by the fountain? I was like, no, I'm okay, or something, whatever I said. And then the teacher said, you're a fan of Buffy. And I was like, no. I said 90210, and the kids had no clue what 90210 was, but they knew what Buffy was. I guess, I don't know. Dylan McKay, Luke Perry, was in the Buffy movie. Here's the famous fountain. This is all still here. Look at all the food. This is from craft services from 90210 from back in the day. It's still here. All this stuff. Same water. They haven't changed it. Shannen Doherty touched that water. Tori Spelling, in her teensy tiny little shorts she always wore, sat on this bench. But right here, these stairs, right near these, that was David's bag, and that was Steve's bag in an episode. They're still here. This is crazy. Right up there. What? How freaking cool is that? Right up those stairs. Right about 4 down. Brandon walked right along here, and Dylan was sitting up here. And I believe Dylan had interfered in some altercation earlier in the show, and Brandon was like, who's that dude? And then he saw him sitting up here, and he introduced himself. And then, I'm paraphrasing, but Dylan said, Walsh, is that Scottish or Irish? And then Brandon says, both, actually.
By way of Minnesota.
And then Dylan gives the longest stare. It's just so long. It goes on and on. What the hell are you talking about? Oh, Luke Perry. That's one of the more devastating celebrity losses for me, definitely, because I was such a huge fan of the show and such a huge fan of his. He's sitting right about here. How crazy is that? But that angle, maybe more. Yeah, about there. So after I looked on quickly looked, he's sitting right about where the circle ends. That circle is broken, it's not unbroken. He's sitting right about there. And got a shot of Brandon from down here. I'm not gonna get too technical, but right there. He's sitting right there. This is where they actually filmed it. Now the studios for 90210 are really far up in the valley. This is far south. I mean, we're talking Torrance, Carson area, over to Long Beach that way. And then you gotta go through Los Angeles, Hollywood, Compton, all that. Then go over the hills, the Hollywood Hills, into the valley, what it's called. And some people don't know this, so I'm just saying, but a lot of you do. It's the San Fernando Valley where Van Nuys is, and Studio City and all that. And so the studios where they filmed 90210, which I've done a video about, where they did everything. The interiors were not filmed here, they were filmed there. They built the high school there. All really far. So that when they had to do these shots, it'd be a big day. Especially in LA traffic, even in the 90s. It'd be a heck of a drive to get down here. Good hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe. To get all the way from the valley down here in the daytime. Nighttime you can fly down like 4 or 5 pretty fast. But yeah, look at this. Come on, what? I think it's amazing. I just love seeing this every time. Never get tired. Sometimes I like to think, what is it about 90210 that appealed to me? I think because I was at the right age when it came out. I mean, beautiful cast, and I was, in Toronto, and I wanted to be an actor, and I wanted to be. California seemed so far to me because I refused to fly. This is true. My parents would have to leave me because I wouldn't fly. I'd only drive. It's a long story why. Now I fly all the time. I've gotten over that fear. So California just seemed impossible to me. And, but that's where it's the hub of, Hollywood and acting and music and movies. So I was always like, just drawn to the show right away because there was these two kids coming from far away and being immersed in this world. And the storylines were cheesy, and they got cheesier. Brian after season 5 or so. Valerie, Tiffany Amber Thiessen came on, and then they had a whole bunch of it. Claire, Arnold, there's more characters came on. They came and went. Brenda left. Dylan left, came back. Brandon left. The only constants were ever Jenny Garth, Tori Spelling, David, Brian Austin Green, Ian Ziering, and Gabrielle Zuckerman, Andre Zuckerman, Gabrielle Kateris. Gabrielle Zuckerman. I think she left at some point. It's not important. I'm just saying, the show went for 10 years. It was a good 10-year run, and I wish it was still on. I'd still watch it. I'd watch it every day. And if it was a 2-hour episode every day, I'd have 2 hours cleared every day to watch it. It's just so much fun. And cheesy. And when you watch it now, it's kind of, some of it's cheesy, but it's just so good. It's just so good. And one more little pan around of West Beverly High. There it is. Wow. Well, the courtyard. Here it is. Isn't that just awesome? Now, if you're not a 90210 fan, it doesn't really matter if, maybe you've already turned off the video. But what's cool about it is it's a movie or a TV set right here. No edits in this. I keep screwing up because I'm really excited, but I'm also extremely exhausted. So this is history right behind me. That was a huge show. If you didn't watch it, you knew it. And you can come here and just see where that iconic cast sat, acted, ate together. Maybe did more when the crew wasn't looking. Who knows? But yeah. So there's lots of stuff like this around California, and that's what I'm going to be doing. A lot more really interesting, cool stuff. Oh, look at this. This is for my friend. Ryan likes to skateboard. Actually, and I was just thinking, I'm doing the same things I always do on my channel, but better. It's going to be true crime, graves, celebrities, film locations, music stuff. Everything you like about my channel, and more. And if you hate my channel, why? I'm really nice. I couldn't understand why. Maybe because of that. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Love you all. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. What? Don't look at me, lady. Don't. Just don't. See, I'm nice. Peace out.